Hi, everybody. We are recording this because this morning we had some technical difficulties and my computer still isn't acting up to par, or I don't know how we want to refer to that, but it's still having a little bit of issues. So hopefully we can get through this. But we're going to go ahead and send this out to you in an email, and I'm joined in the room with Ella Nichols, our McKinney-Vento specialist, and Noemi Achuk. So the whole team is here, minus Carol. She's working from home today. We just want to talk about best practices for summer. So we have Hello Summer, McKinney-Vento Summer Checklist, and I'm going to have Ella and Noemi butt in and interrupt me if I miss anything or anything like that. So we're going to keep going. We hope that you guys had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend, and that you are kicking off your summer on a positive note. So as most of you know, we did a Google survey about summer reading kits, and some of you did send back the information and some of you did not. So summer reading kits are coming to those LEAs who responded to the Google survey. See last year's summer kits in the pictures below. So there's a couple of pictures of some books that we provided last year. What we do is we do kits based off of grade level. So we try to do pre-K through 1, 2 to 5, 6 through 8, and then of course 9 through 12. In this link here, it'll show you kind of what's coming this summer as far as kits. Our books are coming in, and we're just pinning a few boxes to be delivered at the moment. We want to go ahead and highlight that if in the event that the LEA did not choose to partner with the ESC to provide this service, using Title I McKinney-Vento allotment is an option for this service. So I do want to highlight that right now, you probably have your Title I person that's in charge of federal programs or business office, whoever that person is that makes these decisions. Every year they're required to put a Title I allotment for McKinney-Vento aside. And so sometimes, they appoint these things for school supplies, clothing, hygiene items, whatever the case may be. You want to make sure that you're using this money during the year for your McKinney-Vento students to provide any services that are in compliance with what is logged down. So let's say you do want to do this and you don't want to partner with us next summer. Right now would be the time, is if that Title I person is setting aside money, you make those plans. Whatever it is that you want to provide at your district level using your Title I McKinney-Vento money, make sure that that is what's put in the plan. So if it's for hygiene items, $100, $500, whatever it is, make sure you're using it throughout the year. If you want to do something like this and don't want to partner with us, I would say put it in the plan, because you can only use the money on whatever is noted in the plan. I am thinking we probably will do this every year. I cannot guarantee that, but be looking out for our emails. It will come out in May, and then make sure that you respond, because then your kids will miss out on this opportunity if you don't respond. Our kits come with a resource sheet. This was a resource sheet that went out last year. The goal is to improve the sheet every year. So we provide a sheet in every single bag. And this is something that we would want our LEAs to consider using as a guide. So if you did this on your own, we would want you to kind of provide something like this for the children so they know there's different apps that they can be getting on during the summer. We want them to visit their local library. We want them to know about the summer food program. And actually, do you have those documents down there? We do have a couple of other things that we are going to be providing this year in it. So we have like this 30-day challenge. It's a fitness challenge, and I'm going to put it right there for you to see it. So this will be going in the bag. And then of course we want them to know about, the services that are available in their area. And so those are a couple of things that are going to go in the bag as well. And so if you would do this on your own at your district level, we would want you to provide some type of resource sheet to them. These are suggested best practices as far as the summer resource sheet goes. We would want you to highlight the events that are happening in your community, the summer feeding program details. I know that you guys send out, because I have kids, and so that we get the information in their folder. Library events, apps for learning, and then we also are doing something different this year, which is a QR code for a video. And this service is actually being provided to our current TECHI SSA districts. So these are our 4 districts that are part of our competitive SSA. And at this moment, we have Del Rio, San Angelo, Crockett County, and Ballinger. And so these students, we've divided the kids up within the team, and we're going to be making a video. And so these students will receive a QR code in their bag, and they're going to get to see one of us talk about the items in their bag. So that actually brings me on to our next slide. This is basically what we will be doing here for our TECHI SSAs. We're going to create a video catered to each kit. And I have one of our kits right here actually as an example. And I think Ella has hers and Noemi has hers, because we're fixing to work on our videos. But we would talk about each item, and we would talk about, the resources that are in there. Review the resource sheet, what it includes. We want to explain the method of how we want these items to be used throughout the summer, what the benefits are of them using them. And then also this can be used during the year as well. If your teachers want to make a recording, send the kids with the QR code and the kids can watch it when they're at home. It's just, right now the use of technology is so big. And so we want to make sure that we aren't just providing information, just like this for them to read it and then they just toss it. Like maybe watching something digital will help encourage them to participate in these activities. And of course, we have it noted, this service is being provided to our current TECHI SSA districts. So these are the above and beyonds that they receive, these 4 districts at the moment, from being part of our SSA. The next thing we have is suggested best practices for monitoring our McKinney-Vento students. One of the things that you guys requested in the fall was a monitoring system, and we came up with that in the fall. We shared it with you guys, and it was a 6 or 9 week Google Sheet monitoring system. We came up with the risk factor assessment for you guys to use as well. If any of you did not receive those and you want us to send them out again, I'm pretty sure in the beginning of the year we will send them out again for you. But one thing that we want to focus on and suggest is that a best practice is for you to use it in the summer. I know that not all of you are working in the summer, but if there's a counselor or someone that that you can trust with this, checking in with your McKinney-Vento students every 6 weeks or 9 weeks, depending on what your district goes by. But I kind of we feel as a team that this would help you with your identification in the fall. We know that the last day of school, they're not identified homeless anymore. They're not McKinney-Vento anymore. And most of the time services stop there. But if you're keeping in touch over the summer, it's easier to know what's going on with the students, even if it's twice in the summer that you make that contact. One of the things that we have seen be used is Google Voice. So if you're having to work at home, using Google Voice and that fake phone number is just a way to enhance privacy on your part. And so we just want to recommend using Google Voice as a best practice as well. And then, of course, preparing for next year. Your professional development, what does your 22-23 McKinney-Vento professional development look like for your campuses? This is where I want to remind you that if you need us to come in, if you want our support, on your PD days, it's very crucial for you to let us know in advance, because we are, scheduled to go out to different places. Right now, we are scheduled for San Angelo. I know that we're supposed to go to Rock Springs, Del Rio. So there's different, obviously there's 47 districts that we have right now, 46 or 7. And so if you need us, we're so happy to go out there, even if it's through Zoom, but just let us know. Okay.
The sooner the better.
The sooner the better. Yes, for sure. Your McKinney-Vento processes, I want you guys to kind of ask yourselves, like, are you confident in your McKinney-Vento program implementation? Do you feel like you're doing exactly what you need to do to be in compliance, to serve these kids? We know that part of our focus has been identification. Are we identifying everyone that's out there? what worked this year and what needs improvement. Kind of gauge yourself, like, what did I not do enough of? What did I do too much of and it didn't work? So we need to be asking ourselves those questions. And then of course, how can we help? We want to make sure that you know that our team has grown. You're not here to go through this alone. It definitely is something that we can help you with. So we don't want you to feel like, oh my gosh, I did all this wrong. How do I fix it? Or I know it could be better, but I don't have time. We are here. So we want you to make sure that you reach out to us so that one of us or all of us can sit down and, you know, help you fix whatever needs to be fixed or enhance whatever's been done, because some of you have some amazing processes. And then of course, the Region 15 McKinney-Vento Toolkit will be available no later than early August. We have been working on this toolkit, and it basically is for anyone who's new to the program or feels like they are not where they should be. And it will always be a reference for you guys to use when you are identifying or implementing services. And so the toolkit will be available no later than early August so that you can train, or if you have any questions, you can refer to it. And that's it. Did I miss anything?
Not that I know of. You did a great job.
Okay,
You're
awesome.
on it, Alex.
So typically we would ask for questions, but if you have any questions, email us, and we look forward to hearing from you and seeing you very soon.
Take care.
Y'all have a good week.
Keep in touch.